body is like a machine, and like every other machine, it's built to function. The body needs carbohydrates, proteins, fats as a fuel to function properly. When the body consumes carbohydrates, it metabolizes it into glucose and then uses them as a form of energy. We've been told that carbohydrates are the best source of energy because they give you quick and prolonged energy. So that's why you can move, run, talk, do whatever you want. According to the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, on average, adults in the United States consume 2,500 kilocalories to 1,771 kilocalories per day. From those calories, 50% to 47% were carbohydrates. So, as shown, we can assume that in the United States that we implement a lot of carbohydrates in our diet. However, what if there is a better source for energy to the body? Today I'm going to talk about what is ketosis, what causes it, and what are the advantages and disadvantages of ketosis. So to begin, let me explain what ketosis is. Dr. Peter Attia explained that ketosis is a metabolic state in which the liver produces small organic molecules called ketone bodies at a sufficient level. These ketone bodies is an organic molecule of a carbon atom sandwiched between two other carbon atoms and double bonded to an oxygen atom. So pretty much it's like this. So these are the carbons. This is double bonded with the oxygen. So these ketones form when the glycogen stores in the liver are depleted. Then the liver starts to break down fat and form these ketones as a fuel for energy. In 2011, Mullins, Halland, Broom point out that ketosis is a fasting metabolic adaptive state in mammals, which confers a species survival advantage during periods of adverse food challenge. We can assume that ketosis, or ancestors, live in a state of ketosis to survive when there wasn't enough food or they didn't know how to harvest. So, I bet that right now you're telling yourself like, what is he saying? Or, I don't understand anything, but you want to know what causes it, right? So ketosis is pretty much the deprivation of carbohydrates. The source mentioned before affirms that the amount of carbohydrates required to achieve a ketosis state has to be less than 50 grams per day. As a result, the body starts to break down fat to form these ketones. Then these ketones are used as the energy to feed the body, pretty much. So the best way to reach ketosis is by a ketogenic diet. Gassior, Grosowski, and Hartman claim that a ketogenic diet is a high-fat diet composed of 80% fat with carbohydrates and proteins constituting the remainder of this intake. So pretty much it's going to look like this. 80% of your diet is going to be fats, then some protein, a little bit of carbohydrates, so low carbs. This diet provides sufficient amounts of protein, but insufficient amounts of carbohydrates to the metabolic needs of the body. It is important to consume vegetables, good amount of vegetables, proteins, very few fruits, and a lot of fat. Monounsaturated fats, polyunsaturated fats, medium chain fatty acids, and omega-3 fatty acids are the best fats to consume to a ketogenic diet. So right now you know what ketosis is, what causes it. Let's see what are the advantages and disadvantages. So there are more advantages than disadvantages in ketosis. Some of the advantages are weight loss, suppressive hunger, alertness, decrease of pretty much chances of having diabetes, improve the metabolic and brain function. Also, it has positive effects on people suffering from epilepsy, Alzheimer's disease, and Parkinson's disease. USA Today magazine, so pretty much weight loss. I'll be careful. USA Today magazine reports that in 2010, the University of Texas Southwestern Medical Center conducted a study of low carbohydrate diets. The low carbohydrate dieters lost about 9.5 pounds average in 2 weeks. Likewise, John Freeman confirmed that children with epilepsy decreased their seizure about 50% with a ketogenic diet. 90% increase, 90% had an improvement of decreasing this disease, and 10% they became free medication and free epilepsy. On the other hand, there are some quite serious disadvantages. Medical News Today reports that very high levels of ketones can be toxic. So these ketones can make the blood more acidic and can cause some liver and kidney damage. Moreover, prolonged low-carb diets increase the risk of death of kidney stones and osteoporosis. Nevertheless, there have been several recent studies that disclaim these effects. So as a review, I'm going to go over what I just said. So first, I'll talk about what ketosis was. Second, I discuss what causes ketosis. And lastly, I show you some advantages and disadvantages of ketosis. As demonstrated, being in ketosis and uses ketone bodies as an energy is pretty critical. It is a controversial topic, and more research, studies, and new findings are found every day. So, what kind of fuel are you going to put in your body? And that's it.